So the heart of the earth is the current source of the abominable filth and wickedness that has spread throughout the earth. The heart of the earth under the rule of Yaqub is the synagogue of Satan. The demonic families that make up this satanic group, they have produced evil and destructive social engineering systems that have ransacked the Messiah's people and humanity. So, Karriem, are you saying that the Honorable Louis Farrakhan had to become knowledgeable of the synagogue of Satan? Well, that's an understatement, but absolutely. Now, let's consider the following account from the Honorable Louis Farrakhan himself. He states, "The Honorable Elijah Muhammad once said to me, 'Brother, you cannot fathom the depth of Satan.' And when I process those words, it means that if you can't fathom the depth of something, you are not qualified to handle it." Well, since one of the Messiah's tasks is to identify and expose Satan in the synagogue of Satan, conceptually, actually, and factually, then he cannot accomplish this task without knowing the depth of Satan, because Satan's aim and intentions are hidden in the darkness or the darkest regions of his monstrous and maniacal thinking. So in light of this, why did the Honorable Louis Farrakhan during his July 4th message identify attorney Alan Dershowitz and Jonathan Greenblatt of the ADL as Satan? And of course, they just went berserk. He's an anti-Semite. Well, you should be asking the question, why did he call you Satan? Look, I mean, you would think they would look in the mirror. The Honorable Louis Farrakhan did not call all Jews Satan, like some people reported. Farrakhan called Jews Satan. No, he didn't. He called these two demons by name, Satan, factually. And actually, he did not even dignify any of these two by even referring to them as Jews. Well, why is the Honorable Louis Farrakhan's characterization of attorney Alan Dershowitz and ADL chief Jonathan Greenblatt as Satan significant? Well, Satan is the maker of devils because he manipulates and influences those in high places to do mischief and devilishment on his behalf. That's Satan. And as such, Satan undermines freedom, justice, equality, righteousness, truth, and dignity that are supposed to be the traits or attributes of highly placed leaders. So Satan is a threat to any civilization that wants to realize the highest in morality, decency, and freedom. Well, let us now reflect back on Jesus' words that we read from Matthew 12. Again, he states, "A good man out of the good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things." Now that would make sense. A good man that has a good heart should bring forth good things. And an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things. Now, people today have so many concerns about their livelihood that they become whores. That's well known because Satan is a whore maker since he controls the money. So rather you follow Jesus's equation, you just jump at somebody making a simple statement that somebody else is anti-Semitic and go for it. Why? Because you know your job may be at stake if you resist them. So you're not really sincere. You're more than a coward. So why should we listen to a mayor, a governor, a president, a congressperson, a senator, who we know is a coward? because you just holding fast to those person's words because it means your livelihood. You a coward and a goddamn whore. Well, what treasure has attorney Alan Dershowitz's heart brought forth? Now, in a brilliantly written rebuke of attorney Dershowitz's abiding scandalized or scandalous attacks against the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, written by brother Jackie Muhammad of the Nation of Islam Research Group, he reveals attorney Dershowitz's heart in a nutshell. Now, in brother Jackie Muhammad's letter to Alan Dershowitz, he states, "You," meaning Alan Dershowitz, "have leveled all kinds of charges against the minister, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. And as an astute lawyer, you know they are false. But when called out to publicly defend yourself, you run and hide. What are you afraid of? You, Alan Dershowitz, have defended some of the most notorious criminals in America. Among them are Michael Milken and Rabbi Meir Kahane. As you know, Michael Milken was the junk bond king, the former page one editor at the Wall Street Journal, and Pulitzer Prize winner James Stewart, in his book, Den of Thieves, detailed the massive and inconsistent criminality of Milken's operations at the investment bank of Drexel Burnham that forced the company into bankruptcy. Rabbi Meir Kahane, former member of Israel's Knesset, founder of Jewish Defense League, a political extremist and American terrorist, was imprisoned for bomb making and organizing armed patrols of young Jews in black neighborhoods in New York. Dare we mention Jeffrey Epstein, the notorious child sex offender? What about Harvey Weinstein? Now, these are the evil things brought forth from the evil heart of attorney Alan Dershowitz, defending the most notorious criminals, some of whom are considered his brethren in the so-called Jewish faith. Now, again, the population of the United States has borne the brunt, economically and socially, of these wicked actions defended by attorney Dershowitz. So it would be wise for those living in the United States, whether black, Caucasian, or Latino, to demonstrate courage and maturity in the face of the fake outcry of this monster attorney Dershowitz and others like him. He's an ugly man at heart, and that ugly shines forth in his person. Maybe Jesus should add that to the end of his method. If you ugly at heart, damn it, you're going to be ugly in your person. But we should resist his outcry against the Honorable Louis Farrakhan because it's the right thing to do. But what is currently on Mr. Alan Dershowitz's agenda will bring the United States face to face with the wrath of Allah, the Supreme Being. Now, what do we mean? Well, according to the events surrounding Jesus' crucifixion in the Gospels, Pontius Pilate signed off on Jesus' crucifixion, even though he disagreed with the so-called Jews who wanted Jesus killed. That's in your gospel. What made Pontius Pilate strike a deal with these demons, even though he knew that Jesus was innocent? Well, it seems apparent that President Donald Trump might have struck a deal with Satan, Mr. Alan Dershowitz, in exchange for Dershowitz's active role in usurping the impeachment process against President Trump. It's not far-fetched. Does this wicked deal include an agreement that President Trump will order the arrest of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan? Is this the real reason why federal agents are in Chicago? And what are you doing there that's covert? Who have you apprehended? Who are you forcing to lie against the Nation of Islam and the Honorable Louis Farrakhan? A lot of evil taking place right now under the auspices of we want to go in and bring civility to the city. Well, if the properties of the Nation of Islam are seized by the federal government and the Honorable Louis Farrakhan arrested, then we need only follow the trail of the diabolical influence that led to these foolish actions. Because the foolish actions will bring on God's wrath. That's why they're foolish. And the ones who are orchestrating, they're blind as a bat. But some of you American citizens, you're not that blind. Why would you let blind demons lead you to a destructive end?